haters are problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't say no. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey,
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift.
12.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Here we go,
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch twitch.
21.
Check.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Heavy on the edges.
Jim.
11.
Check 43.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he'll find his tight end. Seals Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
21.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check. Cross. Begin.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Here we go. By 20.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Garoppolo gives to Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing. From the offensive line, they seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
11.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54 miles. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's coming.
12, fellas, here we go.
He's coming.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Bud Dupree able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here we go, here we go,
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Switch it.
White.
Save.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Virgil Green, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's White. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Warren. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
54.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wilson throwing again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Come on, D.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. This is caught by Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 34 yards there and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his Eagles running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second, I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Stick down. Check stick down.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
What? Right there. 56.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. on second down. It's Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Garoppolo on first down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Hatchet. Wide, get wide.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check 15. 12. Check safety. You go tight.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's another 49er.
Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 21. Check 52. Shift. Watch the shift.
Here's Breida. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
65.
I smell fear in that offense.
SOS.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's been a long day for you.
One, Omaha.
Rush in. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They begin with a run by Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's get it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right here, double count. Check. Press down.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Off the draw, here's Williams.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Seahawks, first down.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them.